Hey, everybody, and welcome into episode 1 of the Top 5 podcast. I'm Dan.
I'm Mike.
I'm also Dan.
And we are your hosts. We're 3 lifelong friends who are going to discuss and sometimes argue over a new top 5 list each episode. So throughout the years, whenever we would get together and hang out, we play a game called Top 5 where we'd rank our top 5s in various categories.
Hey, and that's a top 5 game.
And that's a top 5 game right there.
Can't confirm.
Can confirm. So that's really where the idea came from. We would get in some really good and sometimes heated. There were some heated battles and debates over some really good top 5 lists. So we thought they were funny. So we thought we'd bring some laughs to you guys.
Don't make a stupid list. That's that easy.
It is easy. You would think it's easy, but it's really not.
Well,
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited we're doing this.
yeah. It'd be good. It'd be fun. Saw an article today. This guy bet $500,000 on a game of paper, rock, scissors.
Who was he playing against?
Did he win?
His best 2 out of 3 with his buddy, and he did not win.
Oh, no.
He
So
had
his
to-
buddy put up $500,000 too.
Yeah, they both put it up. He owed apparently $517,000. So I don't know if he
Oh,
I
he was
lost
trying to
it.
get out of it.
maybe he owed 17 grand and was trying to do a paper, rock, scissors.
Hear me out. 500,000 or nothing.
Well,
On a game of chance.
best 2 out of 3 though.
I'll take it. Nah, I don't know. I'm not playing that game. If
Was it
you
just-
bet, if
Was it just a handshake agreement?
I have no
I feel like
idea.
there's got to be some paperwork involved here. Get the lawyers in.
Well,
who in their right mind says, let's play a $1 million game of rock, paper, scissors?
Guys, hear me out. What are you doing tomorrow?
You gotta. I don't think I can afford that.
Oh,
well,
Okay.
yeah. So he lost, and he had to remortgage his house. But the good news for him was that an appeals court in Canada revoked his debt, so he doesn't know that money anymore. But that is just a bold move.
That's not bad. Thanks, Canada.
Well,
that's where discarded bananas go to hang out.
Why is that?
Appeals court.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know.
Right.
If you're
Didn't-
17 grand in debt, why is it your first thought to bet?
Is
500
let's go.
grand?
Let's go 500,000.
You know, well,
I'm already in debt. Let's see if I can make a little money here.
I
That
want
was
to
the
know if
thought
he got
process.
swept or if he went to game 3. You know, I don't.
Right.
Loses 2 out of the gate.
Was it endgame?
Well, he lost. Just thought that was pretty funny.
Mike, you got a little game for us there?
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I do. It's a little card game called Bad People.
Okay.
Bad
Gonna-
people.
It's gonna have a question on there, and could get a little uncomfortable. But you can only pick out of the people on the screen. You can't pick yourself.
Okay.
We're just gonna try a couple of these cards, see how it goes.
Okay.
First one is who's most likely to crack a beer during a eulogy.
Ooh, boy.
Wow.
All right.
Hmm.
I got my answer.
All right.
Lock it in.
Go ahead if you've got it.
I'm going to go with Mike
Ooh, bold.
just because I feel like he's done that before.
First of all,
How dare you?
No, Mikey likes to throw him back with the best of them, but I feel like Dan, you wouldn't we're Catholic, right? So we kind of have the Catholic background. I think you take that more seriously and you wouldn't crack a beer in the back. Whereas Mike's like, well, I'm kind of thirsty.
you feel like I've done that before. When's the last time I've been to church?
I
Let
think
alone with a 6-pack.
I think what's key here is that if we were all there and beers were available and Mike popped one, we might be okay. We'll pop one.
I'm not saying I
somebody's
wouldn't
gotta go first.
come. Right. Somebody's got, and if he pops one out, I'm going, okay, well,
Pops that first top. That's a good answer.
pop the top. So I'm going Mike. I'm going Mikey on that one.
I'm gonna go Dan.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dan. I think you're one for the theatrics and you like to get a reaction out of people. So just from that standpoint, I feel like you might just pop just to see people look over at you once they hear the
Well, it depends on the funeral, I guess.
Oh boy.
Let's not get into that. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Dan, just because I believe.
D?
Oh yeah,
What happened?
I agree with what the other Dan's saying, and I think that you'd be the guy to crack a beer, and your mom would look over Daniel, and you think what, and then take a swig. I think you're that guy.
Okay. All right.
Well, you win that card.
I don't think you want to win these cards.
won.
That's the thing.
You
no,
won.
Hold on, but that's not. I don't think we want that, right?
Well, unless it's paper, rock, scissors, you want that card.
Okay. Well, I don't think it is.
Who's most likely to RSVP yes and to a party but never show up?
That is
My
so
answer.
easy. That is so easy. It is Dan 100%.
Hold on.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. Hold on. What?
You do this all the time.
It's 100%.
I don't.
It's
Listen,
fine. You're a homebody.
I don't like this game anymore.
You like your couch. You're a
2-0.
homebody.
I like to go out.
Here's the thing. You are afraid to say no. You will say yes to make somebody feel good and then not show up and be like, hey, man, where are you? Like, I'm trying to make it. And you're just never going to come.
My wheel fell off. It's weird.
Okay. Well, first, let me ask you one question. Name me one time that happened.
We don't have enough time in this episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I commit. I think what it is I'm like, oh yeah, I might come. I might show up.
Hey, you won another card. What's your answer?
I don't want to win the cards.
Doing a good job.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm gonna pick Doc Raiden on this. I'm gonna pick Mike on this.
Oh,
The old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm gonna go Doc Raiden again. I'm switching back. Snip, snap, snip, snap. Going back to Doc Raiden. Only because I don't think either of you do that. So, but Doc Raiden's got a baby now, so I'm kind of thinking like maybe that's the excuse. Like, yeah, I'll come, but I
Blame it
can't.
on the kid.
Well,
sorry,
you know.
I can't come.
I got a baby now. Yeah.
All right. So Dan's winning.
Yeah.
Going for the sweep.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
The week
Can
one
we
sweep.
stop?
Here we go.
No.
Who's most likely to fart and blame it on someone else?
Oh my God. Is that really the card?
That's the card.
Oh wait, hold on.
100% Dan,
Currently.
and I have examples. It's 100% Dan, and I have examples.
you have
I don't-
the very.
I don't
old
think we have
example
to
that
talk
still
about the
holds up today.
examples.
Well,
So
Okay, bring them out.
So we've mentioned before, we've known each other forever. We went to grade school together. Two of us went to the same high school. Dan went to a different high school. Family moved, but we always stayed in touch. Anyway, grade school. We'd be kneeling in Catholic church, kneeling. He would put his butt back on the pew and just fire off farts like you were dropping marbles on the pew.
they were like little
And
clappers.
I'm talking stone face, looks over at me like disgusted, like I'm doing it. And then our teacher at the time, Mr. Hankey, is like, Dan Doc Raiden, get back here right now. Sit next to me. That's unacceptable in church. I'm like, are you kidding me? So not
Got
only
him.
does he blame it on someone else, he sells it on someone else.
Salesman. I'm a salesman at heart.
Stone
A
face. for
salesman
sure.
with farts.
I'm also going to go Dan here.
Doc Raiden?
No, you.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
A, I want the sweep, but B, you are, just as Dan said, you are a classic salesman when it comes to your farts. And you will pass them on and not take ownership. And you have a very distinct sound, but
Which is interesting. How can you sell it with that sound?
yeah, I mean, I think we've grown to know the sound, so now he can't get away with it. Although he
Yeah.
tries.
I did that a lot. I actually did that a lot in grade school. I would sell the fart to somebody else.
Mhm.
And it worked. It worked a lot of times.
I'm done with that. You can have that.
Somebody else had it, not me. Yeah, I'm going to go with Doc Raiden because I feel like he's done that as well. If Mike farts, he owned it and you know it and you have to leave the room.
He clears the room, and he's the only one left sitting in there. So he's not selling that on anybody.
When I do
He
it-
can't pass it anywhere else.
When I do it, everyone's heard it. They know what direction it came from.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no blaming it for me.
There's no hiding it either.
No, there's not.
It stinks
aggressive.
and it's loud.
It is aggressive. And that is Bad People Week 1.
I like it.
Okay.
Congratulations.
That's a fun
Reigning champ here.
3-0.
game. That is.
Three-
Commanding series.
Lock
lead.
it in.
Clean
Lock
sweep.
it in there.
So I guess we should get to the root as to why we called this the Top 5 podcast, where the idea came from, and what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
definitely,
absolutely.
Definitely. This episode, this is going to be top 5 chip.
Let's do it.
All right. So we're going to go in order from 5 to 1. So your 5th favorite chip down to your 1st favorite chip. These are in the chip family only. So there's no pretzels, no popcorn. They must be from the potato or the corn family, guys.
Potato based or
corn.
corn based?
That's right. You must provide reasoning for each selection, either during your list or when you get done with your list.
Okay.
And if we have a guest on in the future, they're always going to do their top 5 chip, as that's kind of the whole idea around what started this.
Yeah, we've this list for the most part, you know, our 1 through 5 list over the years, over many years, has stayed the same. But you know, you get someone else's list in there, maybe you forgot about a chip.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my
you throw it
God,
in there.
where did you find that one?
Or hey,
You'd be
maybe there's a new kid on the block. We don't
You'd
know.
be surprised. You might meet someone who has 5 Pringles in their top 5, and they're going to get roasted.
That's true.
Just roasted.
But
Yeah,
who wants
let's
to kick it off.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Who's ready to do their list first?
You know what? I'm going to go first on this one.
My man.
All
Yeah,
right.
you won the card game, so you got honors.
I
That's
think
true.
I have honors, so
That's
I
true.
thought, you know what? Let me go number 1. All right, so if we're going 5 to 1, here is my list. Number 5, a bit of a curveball here. It might ruffle some feathers, I think.
Oh, is that?
Is
that
it
a song to
popcorn?
ruffle?
It's no, can't choose popcorn. Number 5, I'm coming at you with the Garden Salsa Sun Chips.
Hmm.
That's a good chip. If I had a top 10 list, it might be in my top 10.
Come on, it has to break top 5.
Did him dirty.
It's not in mine. I mean,
It's not in your top 5.
I have a good list.
Okay, all right.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
we're good. Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that chip before. In the
I haven't. And here's the thing: when I did we're actually doing some really good research here with the chips. And when I was going through it, I'm like, I totally forgot that chip.
Great chip.
It is a good chip.
It's not a bad chip.
So
So,
you opened up Google and said most popular chips, and that one came up.
no, I
Oh,
went to Google and said
I did
all
it.
potato, all corn.
Okay, I did that
Um,
search. That one
and-
showed up.
Yeah, there were-
it piqued my interest.
Well, okay, and I appreciate that. I thought I was going to get roasted for that one.
No, you did. It's not in my top 5. It's
Okay,
not a
Jesus
solid top
Christ.
5.
Oh no, nice chip selection, idiot.
Put it back.
It is a good chip. I like that.
It's a great chip.
I like that with the sandwich.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that's a whole new list. Chips with
Mhm.
sandwiches, that
Mhm.
changed the ball game. My list drastically changes. All right, so 5, Garden Salsa Sun Chips. Number 4, I'm coming at you with Ruffles Cheddar and Sour Cream.
Okay, that's a top 5 chip.
It's not.
It's not a
Mike.
top 5 chip?
Get out of here.
Come
That's-
on.
Just get out.
I can't get
Time
behind
out.
This podcast is with 2 people now.
We've officially you, you're
out.
out. You're
that.
out. That's not a top 5 chip for you?
It's top 20.
No.
Mike.
No, it isn't.
Not top 20.
It's
Be
not a
realistic.
good chip. I'm sorry.
It's not a good chip. When was the last time you had one?
Hey, Dan, you can't fix stupid. What's
Well,
your
you
number
can't.
3?
We're gonna move on. We're just gonna move
It's a
on.
good chip for feed the birds, boys.
Oh God, I'll toss you to the birds. Jesus. All right, number 3, we're coming at you with chili cheese Fritos.
My man.
Right there.
That's
not
a top 5 chip.
Hold on, Mike. That's not a top 5 chip.
So I remember they used to have barbecue flavored Fritos that were amazing.
They're good.
And suddenly they went away and chili cheese Fritos just
No.
came on better.
Chili cheese is
Oh, you're holding a
as
grudge
long.
now.
Oh, I am.
Oh my, come on.
Dude, I don't pick them.
Oh my.
They're not terrible. by
It's
any
such a
means.
good chip.
They're not as bad as cheddar and sour cream.
Oh, stop. You know it's a good chip.
Listen, what else you got?
We
All
have
right.
done this 50 times until we get outrageous comments. This
The
list
heat-
has been
The heat continues.
reused.
The outrageous comments are your chip list right now.
Oh God, that's why I went first. I said, okay, let's start it off here. All right, number
All right.
2,
I'm setting
Coming at
myself
you.
up to get roasted just out of spite.
just out of spite.
Yeah.
Number 2, we're going with salt and vinegar Pringles.
Ooh, that's a good chip. See, I'm
It's
I'm
such a
behind
good
that
chip.
That
See,
little
that's a
zing
good-
it gives you.
It's the zing, and you know what? They're so light that I can eat an entire sleeve of them and not feel guilty about it.
I don't know about that, but
The whole sleeve.
Oh my God, I could go through an
Oh,
entire
you mean like
sleeve.
the little snack sizes that they make?
No, I'm talking full
No, I know,
Pringle
I know what you
can.
meant.
Okay.
talking the Mack truck.
Docker,
Back it up.
Are you not a
Back it
salt
up,
and vinegar
sir.
guy?
I like salt and vinegar chips,
Okay.
just in general.
Okay. You don't have, okay. Okay.
I mean,
You
it
gotta
wouldn't
put a
make my
label
top
on it.
5 once again. I mean,
Oh,
it just-
Jesus Christ.
but
Can we just
that's-
agree on one chip? I
We
think
have.
we did. Cheddar and
2.
sour cream.
And another.
Oh yeah, that's right. Salsa.
Nope, chili cheese.
Nope.
I thought you were on the salsa train. Oh, you said, oh, geez,
It's
yeah.
not a
He
top
said it would
five.
make his top 10
Yeah, that's
like an
right.
animal.
Oh yeah, what a jerk. And number 1, coming at you live here,
Whoa.
spicier nacho Doritos.
I have no
Right
arguments there. No
You know
arguments
what?
there.
It's such a good chip.
That's a
When
great chip.
I was always on growing up. I was always a Cool Ranch Dorito.
Wow.
Where
Anytime
is
that makes someone's top 5, I lose my mind on that. There's so
Time
many
out.
better Doritos.
It is. I didn't say.
I like Cool Ranch, but there are better Dorito flavors to pick.
You like
didn't
Cool
say it
Ranch,
was-
but that's a taco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Little Taco Bell flavor there.
Top 5 Taco Bell talk.
Oh no, it's not.
That's a top 5 top.
We're getting off subject here.
All
So
right,
spicier
focus.
nacho, it's delicious. It's got a little bit of heat. It's still got that nacho cheese.
Oh,
It's
for
nacho
sure.
cheese on steroids, and it's absolutely delicious. I could not stop eating until the bag was gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Every time.
that's a decent list.
That's fair.
I appreciate that.
I'll
I
queue
did some
mine up.
research on that.
That's
oh,
cool.
okay. Here we go.
I'll queue mine up. I'll hear your number 1, Dan, and I'll make that my number 5. Doritos Spicier Nacho. I gotta have
Oh,
it.
you're doing it dirty there.
I got it.
Disrespectful. That's
Listen.
disrespectful.
Hey, I
It
got
is-
that disrespect.
I get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield.
I already
Who's
know
that?
I already know that's Mike's number 1. It's got to be. I think
How
you
dare
guys are
you.
gonna match up on your number 1s.
I'll
But yeah,
high
I
five him all day.
I gotta have a Dorito in my top 5. It's
I hope
sacrilege
you-
to not have one.
It is, but it's a little low. But we're gonna let that one slide. It's your
Listen,
5.
Listen, number 4, Miss Vicky's jalapeno kettle chips.
It's a good chip.
That is
Uh,
my favorite chip to have with sandwiches. Like if you go out to Jimmy John's.
I was
or
going to say, is that the
wherever-
ones they have at Jimmy John's? They have like a.
Yeah.
oh,
No,
Miss Vicky's?
Jimmy John's has the John chips.
Oh, who has the Miss Vicky's?
Subway.
Oh,
Subway?
Yeah.
Subway has them.
Okay.
A lot of places.
think- I think
Jersey
Jimmy John's-
Mike's,
Jimmy
Jersey
John's
Mi-
has their
yeah, they have their
their
own
own.
branded things, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean, just in general.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
love the jalapeno kettle chips. That's my favorite with the sandwich.
I can't knock you on that. That's
Yeah.
that.
It's not a bad
The
chip.
I like the-
jalapeno kettle are delicious.
I like you get the heat from the chip, and then the sandwich kind of cools it down, and it's the even balance. You go back and forth between the two the whole meal.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that's a 4 spot, but yeah, no, that's a good chip.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
know you wouldn't. Yeah, you're on you're on a different planet with yours.
Planet.
So my number 3, I told you guys I was doing some research at the grocery store today. Broke quarantine to do some grocery store
Oh, that's
research on
right.
these chips.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 3, what I've always called them is Lay's KC Masterpiece Barbecue. They
Yes.
have removed the KC Masterpiece from the label on the bag, and they just call it Lay's Barbecue now.
It's that black
It's all
bag.
the same. It's the black bag. It's
Yep.
not honey barbecue, not to be confused with honey barbecue. But the original KC Masterpiece, it's the same flavor. It's the same dust.
I do remember those.
Same flavor. It's the same dust. It's in the black bag. Just a solid chip. You give me that with a sandwich after a pool day. Come
Throwing the
on.
pool in there. That's a good sandwich.
Number-
You know what? I'm not a big fan of barbecue, so I'm going to go ahead and slap that one off your list.
I'm gonna take that off for you.
I don't like barbecue chips. I've tried to like barbecue chips. I
You like
can't
some
get
of
into
the
'em.
weirdest foods, and I don't know why I don't like barbecue chips.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. It's not that I won't eat barbecue chips, but if there was any other flavor of chip on the table, I'll go for those first over barbecue.
You better hope the listeners are taking your side here because you're getting
I'm going to
roasted.
assume they're not. I think I'm in the minority because I don't think people don't like barbecue chips. It's
Mhm.
just
I hope
Double
not.
negative, my man. Number 2, Fritos chili cheese.
Yeah.
number 2. Wow.
Number 2,
Oh,
and
we were almost there.
hear me out. I love that chip. You wash that down with a Mountain Dew.
Has
That's
to
a
be a
good.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's a good. Oh yeah, that's a good combo. Well,
Yeah,
I did my research. I tried to get specific. I love washing those down with a Mountain Dew.
You
Yeah,
don't want
yeah,
those,
yeah.
You don't want those Pepsi burps.
And my number 1.
This guy brought a prop.
He brought his own bag. Damn it, that's good.
Ruffles, cheddar
Sour-
and sour cream.
They're so
Best
good.
chip on the planet.
Well, that's an overstatement,
And
but
just
they are
because I'm
good.
happy about it, I am
I'm
gonna have
disgusted.
one.
Oh,
The chip,
that's a stale
the crunch.
chip.
Hey,
That's a good chip.
That's
That is a
top
good
5
chip.
That's a top 5 chip.
That's a top 5 chip right there.
Yeah.
So
I guess we're down to the best list here.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Well, we'll give you the rating afterwards.
All right, number 5. I got Pringles salt and vinegar.
Okay, yeah, it's a good chip.
You got
A little low.
that little bite to it. That's
If
a
this-
5-spot chip.
Listen, if this podcast for top 5 chip was like ranked on how bad
Oh,
your
boy.
fingers smell after you eat them, that would be number 1.
Oh, you're telling me your friggin' cheddar fingers ain't gonna stink it up?
Oh, they do. Not a salt and Vinny.
Well, that's the beauty.
Can we
of a
just agree that
Pringle.
Doritos gives you the cheesiest fingers?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, maybe. Number 4,
that's the best part.
garden salsa sun chips.
My man,
I had them
my
at number
man.
4.
right there.
I've
And-
never heard either of you say those before.
I'm
So-
telling you.
I never really dabbled with them too much until I went on a bunch of Dan's family vacations. And
Yep.
you guys would always have them. I was
Every
like,
time.
I'll give it a shot, I guess. Phenomenal chip.
They're good.
You
And
can
they-
eat so
actually,
many of those.
They carry some sneaky heat. I'm not saying they're really spicy, but
Oh,
they've
yeah.
got a little bit of back end heat to them, just enough.
It's
Yeah,
just such
it's
a
the
good, unique
sweetness.
flavor.
It is. It's the sweetness on the initial put in, and then I don't remember the heat, but I guess there's some heat on the back end. Yeah, it's a good chip. That's a good. That's a,
Delicious.
I'll give
I
you some
appreciate
heat on the
that pick
back
right
end.
there. I can't believe you picked that.
I can't either.
Oh yeah, it was on my
Just
list.
to let
That's-
everybody know, we do not know each other's list
No.
at all,
do not collaborate. But yeah,
Nope.
when I heard you say that, I was like, all right, I can't argue that because it's on my list.
and I appreciate that.
That was the only pick he was quiet on. I should have picked up
Yeah.
on that.
Number 3, I got Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Now those, you're talking
They
about
are good.
addicting. You're talking about spicy.
Very
But be careful.
addicting.
They can be addicting.
That could be addicting. I will argue that those will leave the most stains on your fingers.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah, because you wash your hand and they get deep in your pores. You still
yeah.
got some red
You-
stains.
You got red
you
tickers
got the
all
red
night.
finger. You do. The-
a stain.
Oh yeah.
but I feel like there's more dust on the Dorito
I don't know, man.
There-
Maybe it's just when you get down to the nitty gritty at the bottom of the Cheetos bag.
when you really get down there.
Yeah, your knuckles are red.
It is.
Looks like you just punched the Kool-Aid.
Look
man.
like you just left a murder scene.
It's the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
My joke, Dwight.
Oh no.
All right, number 2. I also have the Lay's barbecue,
My man.
and I agree with Dan. Delicious, and they are probably the best chip to go with the sandwich.
Oh man, so good. As a side or on, really.
Yeah, I always put them on and then sprinkle the rest on the side.
Yeah.
So good, great chip.
I'm not into them. I just can't.
I don't
We
understand
already-
your.
we
Why do you
already
hate
established
barbecue
you're-
so much?
You're absolute trash. We already
No,
established it.
no. What it is you guys like trash chips, and I'm just the normal.
It's the guy
one.
that won the bad people game. I don't even want to hear it.
Okay.
You are bad people.
You're bad.
Hey, Mikey, toss him up.
Yeah, he
You
gone.
go.
See you later. He gone.
Number 1, and will always be number 1. spicy nacho Doritos.
I
My
knew
man,
it.
right
I
there.
knew it.
There
It's
it is.
just-
I knew the pick was coming.
I knew you guys were gonna sync up on that.
Another great chip to have with a sandwich or by itself.
Oh my god.
Can't go wrong. Great flavor, the right amount of spice, the right amount of delicious, and they always win the game.
That was a
They
solid
do.
list.
That's a good list. I think we had some pretty good lists. Some some better
did
than
you-
others, but
Thank you.
Yeah, we all agree with that. Yours was definitely not as good as ours.
definitely number
Uh,
one, right? Hold on, definitely number one.
Yeah, in the losers bracket.
I mean, it was
in
a
the
top
winners
5
bracket?
list.
I appreciate that.
So, did you guys have any honorable mentions? Any ones that you thought might sneak in but didn't make the cut?
Boy.
Yes, there was one right on the cuff, and it was the Kettle brand.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate me for this. Salt and vinegar.
You're going salt and Vinny. You were gonna have 2 salt and Vinnies in your
I
top 5,
was. I was.
and the only reason you didn't put it in is because you didn't want that reaction.
No, the other ones did beat it out fair and square, but yeah, the Kettle brand kettle chips, salt and vinegar, they're very good. And you know what? Also, the Kettle brand salt and cracked pepper. I don't know if you've had those.
Those are good.
That's a good chip right there.
You don't want to suck in that pepper dust, though.
You don't. No, you got to be
Wouldn't
careful when
happen.
you're eating those. But yeah, I first got those at Walgreens. I found them. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try these. That's a tasty chip.
I had 2 that made my honorable mentions. Number 1, jalapeno cheddar Cheetos.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
are good.
I'm a big
That's
fan
right.
of those.
Mhm.
And I am a huge fan of just regular Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I'm a big
Oh,
fan
yeah.
of those. They're just the heat of them. Like you keep eating more, like because the first bite is a little bit cooler than the way it finishes, so you just keep eating more.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're so
Oh.
addictive.
You know what? My other one, hot fries, almost made the list.
I thought you said those didn't work. I thought
not
you said those
Andy's.
weren't in.
No, I think those are in.
Hot fries?
I think so because it's still potato dust, isn't it?
Potato dust.
What is it made
Anyway.
of?
It's still potato dust.
We'll do research on that on the back end and figure out if that's valid or not. But didn't make your top 5. It doesn't
It
matter.
did not
That is,
make top
they are
5.
good.
Oh, delicious.
But my other one was honey barbecue flavor twist Fritos.
Mm.
Those are very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Did you have any that were close, Mike?
Yeah. I don't remember the name of them. They're good, and I know it's like
Takis?
that? No,
Oh,
it's that orange bag. They're like Fritos, but they're like barbecued.
They come from you can only get them at the gas stations.
I think so. Somebody that's listening could help us out with the name.
Wrap
I can't
snacks?
remember. No,
No,
it's an orange bag. It's like Uncle something's maybe.
Uncle Jay's.
I can't remember. But those chips, when you go to the gas station to buy them, those fill up to like the top. When you open that bag, they're to the top.
Oh yeah.
Like
You get a
normally,
lot in
You're
there.
not buying any air.
no.
That's big. I didn't even take that in consideration with my picks. That'd be an interesting side category to consider.
Yeah.
Oh
Bang-
yeah.
Bang
How
for
much-
your buck.
How much air is actually in the bag?
Yeah. But,
Yep. Well, that was solid. That was a good top
That was,
5
that was
list.
a good couple lists. Yeah.
So yeah, just a reminder, we're gonna periodically have guests on, and they will contribute to the episode's top 5 list, but they'll
Yep.
also be required to give their top 5 chip list because that is what started this podcast.
we
So
always
want to
got
see their. Yep. You got to know their chip and their category. Yep.
Do your research.
Do it.
got to do it. But
Dan, do you have something?
Yeah, I had this. I saw this question online. I was reading it. Thought it's pretty interesting. So the question reads, "What was something from your childhood you thought was cool, when actually it wasn't, or
Peeing my
just
pants?
growing up?"
can I just say being an adult?
Oh wow, that's deep and very true.
It's so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Like
mine
you
was.
just wanted to grow up the whole time, then you grow up, you're like, man, I wish I could just go back and
Yeah.
ride my bike in the summer.
When it was
Oh my
easier.
god! So how about summer vacations?
Oh, just from school, you mean?
Oh my god! You'd get what 3-4 months off? Just go do whatever you want.
But now
Yep.
you don't think they're cool because you're dealing with the damn kids out of school? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because I would still think they were cool if I got them.
Yeah, but we don't get them.
I know.
That's what sucks. Mine was, I was thinking back to high school when I thought rolling book bags were cool.
Oh, no.
No, and they're not. But
Oh,
I really
man, that's a good one. You had one, didn't you?
No, I did. Yeah, freshman year of
Are you
high
sure it
school.
wasn't like a luggage bag?
No, it
clothes?
was a backpack. I thought, you know what?
You could throw it on your back, and then you could also wheel it through the halls. I've seen those.
Well, I'm thinking, okay, high school, never been there before. Probably have
Old
a lot of
move
heavy
coming in.
books. Let's put it in a rolling book bag rather than put it on my back.
says
turns
a lot about your top 5 chip list. Really,
Ugh.
Damn.
Yeah, no,
Man.
it doesn't.
that is tough. What did I think was cool as a kid that really isn't? Oh, I've got 2. Really baggy shirts and jeans and bowl cuts.
Oh God, the bowl
You
cuts.
just described everybody's 90s.
Yeah. I mean, how bad a look is that? I can't even stand to look at pictures of me from grade school when I had a bowl cut. I mean,
yeah,
it
you go
is-
back. I'm pretty sure 99% of the guys in our growing up in our class had bowl cuts.
And
Everybody
I'm
followed
just
the
going to
same
say
trends.
this. I pulled it off worse than anyone.
Worse.
That's a bottom 5 bowl cut.
I think Pete Blake had number 1.
It was strong.
That's a strong bowl cut there.
Man.
Anyway, yeah, you guys, I'm really excited to keep this going and record more episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got a ton of content lined up. We would love for you guys to reach out to us on the socials. Again, you can find us at a top 5 pod on all the socials. You can email us as well if you'd like to do that at a top 5 pod. It's all spelled out at gmail.com. A top 5
That's right.
pod at gmail.com.
Send us some emails.
So, yeah. So we're going to release these every other Monday on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts as well. Just a heads up, that first one for listeners may be just a bit delayed with all the approvals that are involved with getting on Apple and Google and Spotify and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
Takes a little
like I
time.
said, we do plan on releasing these every other Monday right now, but we are actively working towards weekly content, whether that's releasing these episodes weekly or maybe a spin-off idea. We all are working on that. So yeah, please, again, just reach out to us online on all the socials. We want you to interact with us, have some fun with this whole thing. That's what it's all about. We just want to have fun.
Yeah, if you got a
have
list
any
you want to hear, yeah.
yeah, if you have any suggestions for top 5 lists, hit us up there and be on
Let
the
us
lookout
know.
for future episodes. Had a blast. Cheers, you guys.
Yeah, this was good.
Cheers. Episode 1 in the books.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Can't wait
Top
to do it
5
again.
podcast.
Let's do it.
And that was a Top 5 podcast. Find us on the socials at a Top 5 pod. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.